Plain cheap. I've got our one because my fingers got wet earlier. I had to go into town. Oh my god. Well, work for the last 2 days. Not today. The prior 2 days. Shocking. I had to go in late half an hour each day because they owed me time. I wasn't worried about the odd 10 or 15 minutes, but it's just ridiculous. So the managers announced over the tunnel that today would be easier. And in the sense of packets, it was. I got done near enough on time. Well, I say near enough on time. I gained a little bit of time today. So I had to go into town. It's the 23rd. And even though I got some tips today, I got paid today and I had to go and get my rent out for Kev. And I was going to pay the phone bill, but it's not due till next week. So I thought, fuck it, leave it in the bank. Get some tobacco and buy some shopping. Food-wise, you know, not for Christmas Day, just for tomorrow, because Laura's down tomorrow evening and I'm at my mum's after breakfast Christmas Day, so I just needed food for tomorrow night and tonight really. But town, oh my god, this is the other side of town, and it was just like, what is going on? I was texting someone when I was walking, I was watching where I was going, right, and this guy was in a real rush with his family. He had like 15 carrier bags in his hand, and this woman with a trolley and a pushchair and whatever else. And he walks in front of me, right, and said something about, well, if people just didn't walk in front of you like that, referring to me. I went, fuck off, you twat. All right. And he didn't know what to do. He just looked at me like that. Oh, it's just, I just said it plain as day in the middle of town because I hate it, right? It was like I didn't go into town to do Christmas shopping, right? I've done all my Christmas shopping. A couple of items haven't turned up from I Want One of Those yet, but I'm not surprised really with the traffic that was out there. So, you know, one item's for my dad. He'll understand. He'll get that other little bit of his present next week, which isn't that important. It was a novelty thing anyway. So everything's good. I just needed some food, you know. And Laura wanted to get a bottle of vodka and some Baileys, which what Baileys here? Actually, it's not Baileys. I'm lying. Let me just test it because it might be shit. So yeah, I had no alternative today other than to go into Tesco's in town. This like kind of metro one, it was a bit bigger than that, to get a few things because everywhere. I just thought, right, okay, I'll go into Marks and get a decent cake because you pay, you know, after, so you pay the price in there for the food. I walked in Marks, I looked at everything, I just went, I put the basket back and I walked back out. It was just like, what? Right, so I went to the tobacconist. There's everyone is in there buying lighters. You know, for the 11 fucking months of the year, no one's ever in there. Okay, no one. And I smoke Pueblo, which has got no preservatives in it, and it's the only place other than Sainsbury's, which is the other side of town, which is where my post round is, and cars were queuing down each side of the road, and the road's bloody long. It's not long in comparison to an American street, but for England it's a long road. And it was just like, you know, God, it was just absolutely ridiculous. So I thought, when I get my dad something extra, I walked into JD Sport. If I get my polo shirt to go with his present, right, just, you know, as an added gesture. And a polo shirt, you're looking at 20 quid, worst case scenario, tenner possibly, in a cheap shop, £5. When I'm looking 20, 25, push at 30. Only polo shirt I could find in JD Sport was $54.99. It was a Fred Pet, $54.99. It was worse quality than the cheap shit. I just walked out. I just thought, no. You know, if I'm going to pay $54.99 for a top, at least be well made. Okay? So I walked out of that shop and there was just people everywhere. I was like, oh god. Then it started to rain and my fingers on my hat got wet. And I was like, God, why? So I ended up just marching down the middle of Bedford Town Centre, sort of boldly pushing people, not pushing people out of the way, sort of like move out of my way, I'm not in the mood. And Tesco's is right on the corner just before you leave town, and it's only been open about 6 weeks, because Bedford is just Tesco's, we've got about 9 of them. It's only a small town. So in comparison to every other food store within the town, it was really quiet because no one fucking knows it's there. People don't go food shopping in the town centre. They're present shoppers. They're not going to come into the town centre unless you're an old dear or you live at the top of a shop. The people who live in town might shop at Tesco's. But most people have got cars who go to the big superstores because they think, oh, there's no point going to the little Tesco's because they won't have what I want. They've got everything, really, to some extent. But so, yeah, that was quite good. I walked in and out of Tesco's in 10 minutes. It was a record. And then walked up the road over to the house with fucking great big bags of everything. And then, I've just seen Smiley. He's just come round and got his rent and said hello and whatever else. I probably won't see him till Christmas Day. But tomorrow, I'm at work tomorrow. Apparently it's going to be an easy day. Let's hope so. And once I finish work, Christmas Eve, I'll be so exhausted. I don't think I'll see past 8 o'clock, to be fair. But hey ho. Spend Christmas Eve with Laura, and then we're getting up Christmas Day. We'll have Christmas morning with each other and have our breakfast, and then she's going to drop me at my parents', to which I am taking with my Apple Mac, my guitar, my USB interface, my microphone and my camera. And my still camera, because I know what it's like, right? When you was a kid, you used to get presents that you could go and play with, but as an adult, you don't so much. So, I don't watch telly, and they'll be watching like on telly, while, you know, they'll probably go up the pub. To be honest, what usually happens, I'll get there, we're all opening the presents, my mum will put the dinner in the oven, my dad will go, I'm going up the pub, you coming? Oh, let's go up the pub, shall we? It's a tradition in England for people to go up the pub Christmas Day while the dinner's cooking, so everyone goes up the pub, bar me. I usually stay at home because I'm not interested in the pub. You know, it's alright occasionally. It's alright if you drink regularly. Now, admittedly, I ain't got to drive, so I could drink, but I'm not the best drinker, so I might just play about with that a bit. Take some milk thistle, get pissed, why not? But then we'll have dinner. Traditionally, usually after dinner, the whole family falls asleep in front of some TV. My mum won't force us to watch the Queen's speech like she did when we was younger. And then in the evening, some family show comes on, like usually that fucking, what's it called? Her Majesty's bloody... Oh my god, what's the name of that thing that's on every Christmas? Oh, I can't think. Thingy performance in a theatre where all the comedy show go on and the Queen watches. Fuck knows. Anyway, so some kind of show's on and then people fall asleep, wake up and everyone will go, oh, shall I put a buffet out? Shall I put a buffet out? No one will eat any because we've only just eaten dinner. No one's even had afters. Okay? And then my sister will probably want to play a game, either a board game or charades or like a Wii, like something on the Wii or something. Yeah. So that's usually when I sort of go into the corner and turn the Mac on and do what I want to do because it would bore me. So yeah, I plan to be dropped home about 10, 11 o'clock that night, and if I'm in the mood and not too drunk, I might take something and get creative. I don't know, I want to write another song, but at the same time I want to write another story. Kind of combine, sort of do a bit of acting. I don't know. I need some inspiration, but I don't know, it has to be right. But on the whole, I'm okay. I'm physically fucked. Don't really want to celebrate Christmas due to that. So New Year's going to be more of a celebration for me because I'm going over friends' houses and Laura's here more and we're having you know, a proper party and stuff. So Christmas to me is just to keep my mum and my sister happy, really. Not that important. And also, I'm celebrating the fact that the sun is at the lowest point of the sky, and on the 25th I'm celebrating that it's moved 1 degree north. Ooh. Well, in Australia, they're celebrating it's moved 1 degree south. So, maybe they should have Christmas on the 25th of June. Probably more relevant. It's clear that Christmas is invented on the equator, isn't it? I've also been taking high doses of vitamin D, IU 2000 now, taking 1000 tablets, and I still am yet to have a cold, and where everyone around me has. My girlfriend's been taking it as well, and she's been cold free as well, which is rare. There's a really good documentary on here about that. Maybe I should put a link in this video. But yeah, so that's my Christmas plans. I hope everyone has a good Christmas. Unless you don't want a good Christmas. If you want a shit Christmas, then have a shit Christmas. Each their own. Yeah, I thought I'd drink a bit of Baileys and to celebrate that. Yeah. Liz, you know who you are. Thank you. I'd like to say Happy Christmas to Elizabeth and Angelina, who are my friends in America. That's my friend and their cat. They're great. They're good friends of mine. And my other friend in England called Liz, and she knows what I'm talking about. That's it really, so everyone have a good time, and I'll be in touch by the 26th, because the 25th, it may be even the 25th, I might even upload Christmas Day just because it's random. If not, it'll be Boxing Day, because I'll either be recovering from a really heavy day or not, as the case may be. But I'm off work until the 28th, so yeah, Monday's a bank holiday, Tuesday's a bank holiday, so back to work Wednesday. I'm going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off again, because Tuesday's my day off, so I get 3 and a 3, so that's not bad really. Anyway, yeah, peace, love and light. If you're drinking, take some milk thistle, sweetie. Milk thistle. Get some. No hangover. Bye.